Okay, let's have a look. We'll have that there. Okay. Let's have a look. How are they? They're looking super cute.
It's our first time owning guinea pigs.
I might get you just to move over that way.
Sorry, I
Because you're
don't want to block the
blocking
camera.
YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll just say hi to them. Hello, YouTube. Hi. We have connected with you later. Yeah, this is YouTube. So we've connected with you later in the day. We had a huge day yesterday at the festival, and now we've had an adoption day, which has been running for the last 7 hours. So we're on the tail end, but I thought I'll drop in for a little bit of it with you and do a bit of a walk around after. So hello. Okay, so who have we got here? What's this piggy's name? Manu. Manu. Super cute. And where did you get them from?
We got them from the pet shop over transport.
Okay. Yeah, he's beautiful. How long have you had him? How long have you had him? You don't want to talk on that. It's okay.
Sorry, they don't understand English very well
That's
just
okay.
yet. So I think he's about 9 months old, and
Okay.
we got them about 6, 7 months ago.
Well, you're keeping them really well. They're beautiful. Yeah, they're
Since
beautiful.
August. Yeah, since August last year.
Okay.
And this one just joined us just fairly recently.
Oh, okay. Right. So you got him on his own first,
Yeah.
and then got him a friend.
And I got him.
Okay. All right. So do you have any particular questions or issues you would like to work out?
Well, no, not really. I think it's okay. It's just that we haven't owned any guinea pigs before,
Haven't
so
had guinea pigs before. You're
yeah.
guinea pig land here,
Yeah.
aren't you, at the
Yeah,
moment?
absolutely. So,
Okay.
well, they look good to us. The
Yeah.
eyes, from what we read, like
Yeah.
the eyes, nose, um, seems to be healthy. Yeah, the fur seems to be, healthy as well.
Yeah.
So not really a lot of particular concerns. It's just that maybe some of the behaviors
Okay.
that we're not used to.
Okay.
I think sometimes they sneeze or they can come up
Okay.
with this behavior where they exhale a lot, like air exhalation sort
Okay.
of a behavior.
Their noises
There's
and things
noises,
like that.
yeah, and
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be normal. We don't. Yeah.
Well, with guinea pigs, they are completely dependent upon how we keep them. So some people will put them in a cage that they think is fine, and others will then be able to say, no, it could be a little bit better or different. And we often get people coming here that need help with finding out what is the right way to look after them properly. Given that I've just met this piggy for the first time, let's have a look at him, and then I'll talk about maybe things that will help you identify if he's having a problem. So this little piggy is what we call a white and silver Gowthy guinea pig. So the white is really obvious. This colour here is called silver agouti. Some say agouti, some say Gowthy. I guess it depends on what day it is as to what I say. But what it means is that the hair has a coloration at the tip of the hair. So when we turn him around this way, and he's a boy as well. So when we look at his hair, we'll see it's one colour, and then right at the end he's got this white. That's what agouti means. So the hair length is one colour, and then you've got this silver at the end. So he's a silver agouti. He's kept really well. He's certainly used to standing and being held like this. He knows what he's doing. So do you have any trouble holding him, or
No, not at all.
no?
Yeah.
Picking him up is easy?
Well, I think as usual they just try
Okay.
to get away when you try
Could
to pick them
improve.
up. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'll show you some techniques shortly that might help with that. But yeah, he looks really, really beautiful. Things that we look for with a guinea pig in terms of their health is that they have this pear shape. So they start at their nose and they go down to this wider area. When they're really underweight and thin, they're more thin. You don't see this pear shape as much. Another thing that we look at, and it's probably good that you're here now, is that we look at some changes in their coat. So if I turn him around, we call this the V pattern, and you'll notice how beautifully his coat is all together and smooth. When they start to get issues with mites, because they can carry parasites, that are specific for them. One of the areas is this area here. I don't know whether you can even make that out, but if I just do this, can you see that sort of patternation here? It's a bit broken. Can you see here is the other one? If I take that away, you'll see it a bit more obvious. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Maybe if you're back from a distance, you can sort of make out that's one side of the V, and I can see there's like another going through there. We call it a V pattern, but what it means is that you just need to stay on top of parasitic medication for them so that parasites don't take hold. Because when they do, typically this area is where it starts to happen most. And when they're scratching, they turn around, they scratch here because it's tickling them, itching them, and slowly it becomes a bigger problem. So that's the V area that exists there. So one thing, check their coat, checking that it's healthy and clean, checking that no hair is coming out. In guinea pigs, if we just do this, it's hairs, very few. You can see a couple in my hand.
Yep.
There's no skin attached. So we don't need to worry about mites.
Right.
Being in a bad condition. He's not. He's in a really good condition, but you need to just give him some parasite control. So you do that once every couple of months, and I'll show you how to do that. Looking at his breathing, that it's even. He's a bit nervous, I can see that, but his breathing is even and normal. Looking at his eyes, that they're round and smooth. When we get animals that are dehydrated, they're sunken, and their eyes show that really, really well, really quickly. He has really a good, clean coat on him. So, we're not treating an animal that's got various problems at this stage. He's just a sweet little guinea pig. So when they're not well, the things that they tend to do is fluff up. So a guinea pig like this, you can see his coat is sitting down. If he was cold, it would actually fluff up. It'd be like the hairs are spread out a bit. And that tells me that he would not be thermoregulating well enough. He's not able to maintain his heat. So when they're sick or unwell, like we go to bed and we lay down and we get warm, they can't. So they fluff up to try and get more air circulating around their body. They can't perspire. They don't have any perspiration glands. So when it gets too hot for them, they will die. So we need to be really careful that they are not overheating. Their body temperature is virtually the same as ours. So if we're hot, they can also be feeling it. If we're cold, they can also be feeling it. So think a little bit like that. But yeah, there's not a whole lot more to actually share with you, with him. So he's good. He's super cute. You're handling him really well.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. Thank you very much.
So we'll have a look at number 2. Have you done his nails before?
Yes, we have. We don't. He's pretty much due for a good cut there, I think.
Yeah. Just clip them for you.
Yeah.
And that's easy enough done. The main thing with cutting their nails is that you
just have to
leave
be
a little bit of the
careful.
white and that you squeeze first. So always squeeze because they'll pull their foot back if the bloodline is in the way. So let's take a little bit more.
Yeah, I think for him it's okay. We can actually manage the nails, but for this one over here, the small
This
guy,
one's pretty good. It's not too bad at all.
His nails are good. His front ones are fine. Yeah, so nails are okay. So that's really it. Ivermectin. Have you applied any antiparasitic?
No, we haven't. We read about that it's a good idea to do it, but because we keep them indoors.
Yes.
It
comes with a hay. So people
Right.
often think they're inside their
Yeah.
hay.
Yeah.
They're not. Hay
Yeah.
brings them.
Yeah, I've noticed
Yeah.
some of the hay that we bought came with really small
Little
insects, so
things
we thought it
moving.
might be
Yeah.
mites.
Check it
So,
before you bring
yeah.
it in. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess
Okay.
there might be
And the
something in-
parasites don't hurt us, so that's important to know. So I'll show you here. This is ivermectin, and we have this here that you can take away, which will allow you to do it for a year. But with ivermectin, you need to do it twice. There's 2 ways to administer an antiparasitic. One is ivermectin, which can be used we actually put it on their ears so it's absorbed, but we can actually use it topically, and you can also get an injectable form as well. So vets will use that. When you hear vets saying, oh, you've got to get an injection, they're talking about the injectable form of it, but it's all the same thing. The other product that we use is called Revolution for puppies and kittens, and that's also put on behind the ears.
Okay.
It's over the counter, but it's more expensive in terms of cost. So what we do, we give a measured dose, and for these we give 0.2 of this particular Ivomec, because Ivomec comes in a couple of different forms, and we just squirt that all over.
Where can we buy this?
You can get it here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so we have it here, and we have it in little tiny containers there, so that you can then keep that for when you're done with it, you put it away, and then in 2 months' time reapply it.
Right.
So you need to redo this process in 7 days,
Right.
because ivermectin kills any live parasites. They're also microscopic, so you can't see them. Lice, if they ever get lice, you will see lice, but others are microscopic. And yeah, the ivermectin itself, you need to repeat because of the egg cycle. That's why we do it twice. Okay. So yeah, we've got that here, and you can get
Okay.
that.
Yep. Okay.
We keep it for a year. He's super cute. He's been behaving himself, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right. Who would like
Okay.
him?
Thank you. I'll
Okay.
take him. So, all right. So we'll have to just reapply in 7 days.
Reapply in 7 days.
Yeah, okay.
And this is his little friend. Okay. When you pick up guinea pigs, never pick them up like this, like around there, because they've got a long spine and they need to be well supported. So they naturally like to stand on things. You can see he's quite happy to stand. But some people will grab them around here and lift them, but that means their whole weight goes on the rear of their body. It can actually end in spinal damage.
Right.
So you don't want to do that. This little guy is, he's actually more of a tricolour because he's got little flecks of other colours in here, but he's also got gold agouti in his coat. So you've got silver agouti, gold agouti.
Yeah. Okay.
But he has these other patches of colour as well. He's super cute. Super cute. Yeah. He's about 8 weeks of age.
Yeah, about 10, I think. Yeah.
Oh, he's too small for 10.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
It's too small for 10.
Yeah.
So
I think he's probably, they probably said
14.
they probably
Yeah.
said he's a bit older, or him, yeah. Anyway, he's very small. He's the baby still. He's well and truly, he's got his little boy bits well intact there. He's good, he's super cute. There's really nothing that we need to do with him. We'll put Ivomec on him. He only gets 0.1 on him, because he is little. That will just protect him. It's actually, again, really good that he's here now, because when babies are born, they hold the immunity from their mum, and even if their mum is actually in a, this probably doesn't make sense, that, because if what we have known is that their mums may be in a terrible state, but they're born all fluffy and lovely, and they carry that immunity from birth, and it tends to be around the 4 to 6 weeks when they start to pick up other problems. If there's mites around, it becomes an issue. So a little bit later on, but he's perfectly healthy. He's really cute, really lovely. So when you're holding him, nursing him, again, make sure his whole body is supported to do that, and he's fine. Super cute. So there we go.
Yeah, the problem with this one we have is with the nails. It's really
You don't
difficult.
do his nails now.
Yeah.
He's too young for nails, so don't do his nails till he's about 6 months. Usually around, you can start 4.5, 5 months on some, but too young. Don't even do his nails. now. Yeah, too young. And it's too easy to have an accident, you know, not just with cutting into his digit, but also that you move a digit and twist it like a finger being pulled. So yeah, it's really tricky to do at that stage. So we always recommend wait, just nurse them, hold them, get used to, you know, touching his little feet, so he's used to that, but he doesn't need anything to do.
Right. Not until
A couple of months.
few
Yeah,
months.
yeah, so a couple of months time, 2, 3 months, you'll notice. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
one of the, when we looked at his feet, I mean, one of the things that we thought might be difficult was because of, the nails are all black.
Yes.
For the other
Yeah.
one, it's easy
It's
for you
easy,
to
isn't
tell,
it? Yeah.
up to where you should cut, but
Correct.
this is all black, so
It
it's
is.
like, how do you
Yeah.
know where, up until
Yeah.
where you should be
Well,
cutting?
in a couple of months, book for one of the health checks and come back and I'll do it for you.
All right, okay.
But we have videos that explain that.
All right.
But essentially, where the nail bed grows out, where the nail starts curving over like this, that's usually the end of the blood supply.
Right.
Usually.
Okay.
So you want to leave a little bit of the white, so that gives you that little curvature, and then you're going to snip down under that. But using the snipper, you're actually going to apply pressure. So if I applied this on my finger, I'd go, ow, and I'd pull my hand away. So that's why applying the pressure first before you actually cut ensures you won't hurt them.
Yeah.
So if I grab my nail, I can move my finger and grab. If that was skin, ouch, I would pull my hand away. So it applies to them as well. If you do that technique, you will never cut their nails. And it's really important never to cut the skin because it can cause other issues like bumblefoot. So many problems we say. Yeah. So that's easy. A couple of months time.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it has been great.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many.
Oh, there's many.
things
We've had
around
many people here today, and lots yesterday. Oh my goodness, we were at the event yesterday. So
Oh, really?
it's a big thing. The Alive Festival. So it was a big.
Okay, no, I didn't see that, so I probably missed it, but
If you go onto Facebook, you'll see bits of it on there.
We're part of the group now, so definitely. There's definitely a lot of content there.
Well, the way to hold them, are you using cuddle sacks to hold them?
I'm sorry?
Cuddle sacks to hold them?
Cuddle sacks.
Do you know what a cuddle
No,
sack
I don't know
is?
what is it.
These are cuddle sacks. So these are the new ones. I've got one that's it's not one of the new ones.
We do have something that's similar, but it's much smaller.
So they can still see it.
てかうちの丸だけなのかな。
Okay, so cuddle sacks. These are cuddle sacks, and we have these here. But if we get more piggy, we can make it smaller like that for a little one. So when you're holding a piggy, they can sit in the cuddle sack. You can have them on you. If you're feeling nervous with them moving out at all, it's an area and a way to keep them safe that works. So they can. He actually took a big breath then. I don't know whether you saw that. He went. He actually relaxed. That was actually. Go back and look at the YouTube live video because you'll see it in that. But he actually went. And that was because he's not in contact with hands and fingers and he's fully supported. And we're not also in contact with him, so we don't have to worry about being scratched or anything like that. But that's essentially why they're good. They protect your clothing from things like hair and so on, but popping them in something like that is a good way to hold them because they're super calm. Yeah.
So we do actually have
something like that.
Something like that. That's about it's made from fleece. It's about it's much smaller.
Yes.
But one of the problems we find using it is that when they pee, and in the cul-de-sac, it tends to sort of like soak into their body and makes them like dirty.
You're nursing them too long. So they've got to go to the toilet.
They've got to go.
So you've one key indicator is to watch their body language because they'll start moving around more because they're sort of indicating to you, I've got to go, I really have to go. That's the cue, put them down. But if you keep nursing them, of course they've got to go and they will urinate in there. So that is one of the problems.
The other one actually tells you when he needs to go.
That's right.
He actually bites and
he can start nibbling. They do.
they
start to get. They have their own behaviours, but they won't just sit there. They'll do something, and you'll think, oh, they're nibbling, they're biting, they're moving. They're trying to let you know, put me down, because they don't want to go living nursed. They want to find their own little place. Yeah. So that's okay.
Yeah.
So that's good. So keep holding
Yeah.
them in these,
Okay.
so that, and you can see how calm they are.
Okay.
Poo?
What? Sorry, what?
A poo?
Oh, no,
Is that what you
inside.
said?
Oh.
There's poo in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sugar.
You need to poo.
Yeah.
I'd be more worried if you said
Yeah.
there wasn't.
Yeah, if you didn't poop and was
Yeah, poops are really important. Absolutely important. And their poop is, the shape of it is also
we
important.
have to watch
And
the
that,
shape,
yeah, there's regular amounts of it.
Yeah.
So that's all important for the health of the animal, definitely. Yeah.
Alright. And how much would a bottle of
No, just 25.
25?
Yeah. So I think we have, yeah, we cannot find the sticky tape from yesterday.
That's alright.
So-
We'll manage.
Well, it goes on there. So that's there. And you just need to repeat that
Yeah.
in 1 week.
Yeah.
And if you
It's alright. No, don't have to worry about that.
No, it's just going to give you this syringe.
Short tape or
That one.
or something. That's
That's
alright.
what you'll need.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to think the measurements of that are different. Let me get you the other one, I think.
Well, we can get one from chemist warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
worry.
All right. Okay. That
Yeah.
might be. That's a shorter
Yeah.
one, a smaller one. But
So it's point two
point
for
one
the
and point.
point
Yes,
two. Yeah,
correct.
we apply in
Yes,
1 week.
in 1
and-
week. If you do that next Sunday,
Yep.
then in 2 months' time, when you'll be further down the track, and that's usually when things start to show. So that'll be a good time to check in and just see how they're going. But you're doing everything right, so they look good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to
If you've
know.
had them for a while, that's really good.
Yeah,
So-
we've had them for a while. It's just
Yeah.
it's our first time with the guinea pigs. We moved here from Japan about 3 years ago.
Wow.
Back at Japan, we had a lot of other animals,
Yep.
but not guinea pigs. Before, so
Okay.
it's
They make amazing pets. They really do. Actually,
Yeah.
Suzanne, Suzanne, are you able to take this? It's just for the Ivermec. Thank you.
the Ivermectin.
Oh,
And
yes.
I don't know where
yes.
the rest of it is.
I know where it
It's
is.
hiding somewhere. You might know.
I know exactly where it is.
I'll leave you with Suzanne for that. But yeah, if you pop in again in 2 months or
Yeah.
so, just contact me.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, something happens, reach out.
Yeah.
We have a baby care sheet. You can email me for that,
Yeah.
and I can send you through because your little one is quite young.
Yeah.
But you're doing well. They look lovely. Yeah. So
Thank you so
that's
much.
it.
And
Yeah,
I'll just write
so
that
that's
down
great.
so it's
Yep.
you are
Boo.
Boone, it's a
Done.
BOO.
Yeah.
Boone.
There.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
there. Okay, onto that one. Thank you. That's great. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. We just need some sticky tape. We can't find it
No,
from
it's alright.
yesterday.
It's alright.
It
Don't-
went
don't
to
worry
the
about it.
event,
Yeah,
and it's
alright.
somewhere in this event.
It's
No, it's
alright.
not a
No,
stick
no,
one.
no worries.
Sticky tape on there. And that's a light sensitive job. Put away in your bathroom cabinet somewhere
You don't have to
away.
keep it in the fridge or something.
No, just in a cupboard. In a
There
cupboard.
is.
Yeah, just keep
Sounds
it in a
like cool,
cupboard.
cool.
That's
Okay,
it.
sorry.
And yeah, that's all. I would keep it out actually so you can hang on to it. Don't leave it there on its side in case it dribbles or something. Yeah, just keep it
We'll just keep
in the car holder.
Yeah,
Please.
awesome.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good to be here as well, then. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
It's a
Oh, just
pleasure.
another one question.
Yeah.
You have boardings for
We do.
like,
So you can just email us and I'll send you out the boarding form. It's got all the information on there. So we had another 2 boarders come in today. So you can stay here
how
with us.
much is it usually?
Oh, it's all on the depends on the time that you have, because people who stay away longer, we give them a discounted rate. So it's all in the form. Yeah.
I see. All right, okay.
So just shoot me an email and I'll send it straight back to
Yeah,
you.
all right, okay. We'll do. All right,
That's
thank you.
No problem. And
thank you.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. As a system.
we taping?
Sorry?
We taping?
Oh, we're on YouTube.
Look.
Oh, the
Archie,
rabbits! Archie's done that.
Archie has done that.
Oh, he does. He's seen it. Naughty thing. That's
He's
the
over
pigeon.
there eating what's fallen out.
Oh, he's naughty.
Yes.
Go over here. I think he'd see it as an issue, but it's not the same colour as what he's doing. Very cheeky.
All right.
Cheeky. Yeah.
Okay. All right, thanks very much, then.
It is a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a
So
pleasure.
yeah, if you have any questions, just reach out. We can help you with most things. Yeah, they're looking good right now, so keep doing what you're doing. Do you have any issues?
Okay.
Questions?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So many things.
It's all right. And you're welcome to, look around and
Yeah.
see what's going on. That's fine. Absolutely
You.
fine. How we doing YouTube on here too? Are you borrowing those? That's okay. You can do that. What's happening with Annie?
We have come up with the conclusion that they are going to board.
Do you want
with
to talk about what to do and how long?
Sorry? No, I'll have a chat with her. That's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
can you?
I've
Yeah.
had a long
Hello, hi.
Oh,
sorry.
Hello, I've had a very long chat, and the best decision has been made.
Okay.
Board with you.
Okay. We'll supervise the babies. Okay.
Allow you to determine when she's bonded and feeding properly and go home. 2 weeks, bring them back.
Yeah.
You will sex
Yeah.
them,
Okay.
and a decision will be made at
Okay.
that point.
Okay. That's fine.
I think that's the
okay.
wisest decision.
Yeah.
Wait, she's under this.
Absolutely fine.
We've discussed it before. We're happy to talk to you.
Hello.
Go on, do your stuff, Susan.
Hold on, give me a guinea pig to hold. Hi everyone. I rounded up Aileen. Yes. It's a good girl. I was just cuddling her. Yeah. Yeah. We're just as long as we think. Isn't she cute? How cute she is. Isn't she cute? So a little bit of cover. Gotta put her back. So she's
So we have got. I'm just talking to the camera up here because YouTube is on there. Yeah. So this is a little girl. What's her name? What do you call her?
Calcifer.
Ca-
Calcifer. Like,
Calcifer.
yeah.
Calcifer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a program or a Pokemon?
It's
What
in
is the name?
It's like a name of fire from a
farmer.
cartoon.
Is it like a cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay, Calcifer. Okay. So she has come to us. She's a little piggy that they've had for a while and got from a friend who got pet shop. Is that right? Yeah, right. Yeah. And she's come to see us today, but her tummy is really big. So she's a baby guinea pig. She's only young herself. She's not a baby. Like she can have babies. But she, without a doubt, is very heavily pregnant. So she's going to spend some time here with us, and then she'll go back to her home when we work out and make sure she's okay. Yeah, they're just comfortable with her being at home, so she's going to spend some time here at the rescue because she's so little, so we can keep a close eye on her. Okay, that will be fine. And then, yeah, as soon as something, I'll let you know. I'll send you the boarding paperwork form later, and yeah, that will be fine.
Can I ask you that now it's $9 a day for children for example, you got to 2, do we have to triple like
No, I'm not going to do that. No, but that's actually how boarding works. It's like per day per piggy, but no, they're babies, they're fine. They don't need to do that. Okay, so yeah, we'll take care of that. We'll wait and see. She's like you can see how she's sitting down. She's just resting. Right? She's not got long. I would say within the next 2 weeks.
Let's say when she give birth, when could we take her back to us? When?
Anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, anytime. If she had 2 babies tomorrow, I mean, you could have her right now. Sort of a bit horrified at the process of what could go through.
Then say if she has one boy, one girl,
Yeah.
and do we also take the boy with us?
No, yes, because he has to feed for at least 3 weeks.
Then we take the boy back. to you.
Absolutely. They all have to stay with her for at least 3 weeks.
Okay.
At least. Yeah. Definitely. They all stay together because she will be feeding them. Yeah. So yeah, 3 weeks at the earliest separated. But you could take them back as a little group and then look after them for 3 weeks and then come back and see us in 3 weeks. And if one's a boy, then he could stay, or we can work all of that out. Yes? Yeah. So that's okay. All right? Yeah. And hopefully she'll be fine. She's going to stay here just till she has babies, and then we're just going to go from there.
It's really each day CA. That's what I think.
It is, yeah, because
She had pregnancy.
we've had most piggies have no trouble. The odd ones do. Yeah. We can't predict how that's going to happen.
Yeah, because the only concern is she's too young.
It is a concern. She is young, and look, they can die having babies, so that is something as well. That can happen. So yeah. Sorry? She has a little line. There you go. She's cute. Yeah, she's I don't think she has long, so it's okay. You've had a bit of a shock since you've come here, haven't you? You came to get another friend, and you're actually having your own. So anyway, we'll keep you posted, and I'm just going to go. I'm going to put her in a carrier actually, rather than
Barely. What are you doing? Staying here? Yeah.
Yeah, she will stay here.
I'm going to leave her there for now.
How's it go? Well, all care taken, no response. How's it go? What is it?
Okay, no responsibility given, something like that.
Yeah.
She'll
Something
be
goes
fine. We'll stay
wrong.
in touch. Okay.
Yes.
And the minute something happens, the minute I see something, I will let you know.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You'll be jet, and I'll be ringing you.
You'll have to have a chat with your friends. It's from the pet shop. It happens. It
I
does.
think it happened in the pet shop.
It does. Yeah. Well, it's 10 years ago. You could just go back and check and see. She, go back 10 weeks ago, and that's the point at which something's happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Keep in touch. Cheers.
you.
Bye. Bye. What have you got there? What is that?
Grass.
There's a grass. Winner. Thank you.
I wasn't
Awesome.
telling you.
So what is happening with Miss Terra? Where is she? Terra the Terror. Bring her over, yeah. I'm just going to get the store. Oh no, we're doing it by paper, so I've got to send them the boarding forms. That's fine. That'll be good.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, she'll just stay here.
You?
Yeah.
Are you going inside, kid? Milk out of the fridge. In the pink tub. Thank you.
Thanks for taking such good care of him. He looks in really good condition. Loves Kara. Where did you get her?
Lynn wants to have you.
Well, she's always flying.
Where's she? Tyler. Why is she flying?
Oh, why she's out?
I actually don't know. I haven't.
He's got a deformity.
Alright. Are you sick, miss? Anyone else to feel sorry for you now?
Yeah.
They don't feel sorry for you.
Stop it. Let's have a photo, actually.
It's actually found something. She's in front of her.
Trim, no?
Yeah. Did it do it?
Trim the whole body. I'm serious. Make it look like a shorty.
And I actually wanted to kill her because I trimmed her.
You know what she did? She
doesn't sleep?
I don't know. So that was one of the things. Then she's got fever. That's nothing, and she's breathing very quickly. She's got some discharge.
No, this is like stuff.
Do you think so?
So he's not.
Water. Do you think that's like eye infections?
Look at this. I don't want them to. But Mum hasn't rejected him. Mum still snuggles up now. She's good doing all right, mate. He just does the sucking reflex. He's got something there.
It's probably just sleep. I got that off Tara. So under the eye. Okay. But that's just sleep, wouldn't it be?
No, it's fine. No, let's have a look.
Is that too cold for bird?
So, you can put it in the microwave if you like. Yeah. I just got a fridge. I've just done what you've asked. So, sorry.
Can this
Kira.
tub go in? Sorry, the tub? I don't know.
In where?
The microwave.
I don't know. It's your tub. I would give it 10 seconds.
I think in 10
I
seconds
would give it 10
will
seconds.
be
It'd be
okay.
fine, I think.
Probably
I would do
melt
it.
it.
I would do it, but I don't know it's your tub. Hello, Tina. Look at you.
A bit of
cutie
news.
pie. So you think she's a little bit improved?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. So because
She's just a bit
it's
warm.
Just a couple of days ago, laying down and then on the side, which is not a good sign for
Yeah.
I find. And she would lay on occasionally, like 5, 6, 7 times. And because she was breathing quickly and she had eye discharge, I sort of thought you're right. That's why we were like, okay, we'll just urgently going to the vet.
Yeah.
All vets have booked up.
Yeah. We've had a few people today say they can't even get in till next week. There's nothing.
Like
Yeah.
Camden, Oakdale, whatever
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
just nowhere. They said at least a fortnight, and I'm like,
A fortnight?
yeah. And I'm like, well, she's got flu,
Animals will be
right?
dead by then.
Yeah, and it shouldn't take long. Can you slow us in
Yeah.
there? We went to not sure someplace.
Yeah.
The vet lady was quite nice, but then she was yes and no. I mean,
I don't know how she worked out the back. I mean,
This has got
Anna
nothing to do with it.
identified that, and
I accidentally noticed it while
This is-
we were waiting for vets.
This is known as a trifolliculoma.
that's what she said.
Okay, well, that's what it's known as. This is basically filled with pus.
Mm.
That's very easy to remove.
But she said it's cancerous. She said that it will come and go and like
She'll
That's
put it
ridiculous.
to
I'm
sleep, put it in the
sorry.
hospital
Oh, that's
for.
ridiculous. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
and
That's ridiculous.
another quote.
Sorry, Aleni, could I get you to get that white lid that's there and maybe just move it so it's up against something? There's no this one in front of me. Yeah, thank you. I'm just worried someone won't see it there and they'll trip over it. Yeah, thank you. You just pop it up on something, just on top of another cage or on the ground. Or, yeah, just watch out. And this table's on bricks. Where you lean, no, where you, Anna, oh, it's on brick. No, here, the table. See?
What do you want to do?
No, fit on it. It'll come off the bricks. That's all. No.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so look, this is not, actually it feels very fluid. Very fluid, which is, you know, this is developing.
We just identified by accident.
the only good news
It's growing. This, if it's very fluid, that will come away very easily.
the only good news is Lu's feeling unwell. They're
Yeah.
like best friends with her body.
She's like, she's okay.
Before that, she wouldn't
Like
let her
that?
even like sit next to her or anything. Now they just like inseparable.
Oh, could you do that to them? Yeah, that's sweetheart.
Jim accidentally shaved her.
Top.
Oh, wait, did the vet do that? Or did you do it?
No, I didn't.
Gave
I
me Nick
was
trim.
about to kill him, but I thought.
No, it's okay.
And we did treat her with ivermectin yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, or maybe the day before.
Just to be sure.
Right, did you get it sorted?
Yeah, to the
like that for a sec.
Where'd my cage go? Well, I moved it. Someone will trip on it. It had a lid on it. Was that yours?
Yeah, it's mine.
I just asked for someone to move it so no one trips on it. It had no top on it. You've got to put a cover on it. Sorry, it was Chantel's. It's over there somewhere. You can't leave them out. It's dangerous. Yeah.
How are you alive if you didn't sleep the
Sorry?
night before? How are you?
Oh my goodness.
This
There's a
was
keynote speaker live yesterday.
Yeah,
And
is it like a Hyde Park?
No, at Kibble Park. Yeah, so it was a really big, and yeah, I think I have to do more talks without sleep because it was really great.
That's what I find
It
as
was
well.
fun. It's one we didn't actually film. It's like what? But yeah, it went down really well. So actually, I've been invited to speak at some bits
Oh, nice.
as a result of
Yeah.
that. Which, you know, I do regularly speak with different people, but
That's good.
I
find
yeah,
whenever
the
I'm sleep deprived, I don't have that analysis and that stop.
I think I was speaking to Chantel about, we got back at 6:30, we were speaking at 7, and I just said, I've got to go, I'm beyond, I communicate anymore. I had to go and literally get an hour and a half sleep. I could have slept like a log for a lifetime, but I had an hour and a half before I had to get up and do paperwork for today, getting on top of that, and that went till 2 a.m. So I live on 5 hours sleep as it is. I live on little sleep, but I should get more. So everybody, if you're a night owl like me, you should. Everyone tells me this. They've been telling me this for my entire life.
Yeah.
So I guess my one.
I do as well, but it's not.
Well, yeah, but I did the whole night. We had an issue in the shelter that I'm really glad I dealt with, because when I went out last night, it was like excellent, exactly what I wanted. Had I not taken when I did that night, we could have had other cases with respiratory. So yeah, so a guinea pig had come in with one, and yeah, it was just a few different things happened, but it meant staying and making sure everything was as it should, because you can't think, you know, at any level. So
it's contagious between.
Together, you just treat them together, because usually the immunity of one, and remember she's folliculoma here. Her immunity is probably a little bit less. If she's had a respiratory, it doesn't necessarily mean that this one will get it. Typically find that where their immunity is impaired, they struggle more. They're like my one guinea pig, not on 5 others.
Right.
You can see because they're microscopic anyway, but the signs that they're there are enough to let go that,
Can they eat lettuce every day?
Lettuce?
Because that's what Matt told us. She said you're giving too many products with like very little vitamin C. Go into primarily salad, lettuce, or with green vegetables.
Actually been adopted yet.
Well, basically anything high in vitamin C. That's like a tiny bit of carrots, just very tiny.
I think I'd take that advice with a grain of salt. I think I would. My preference to food for guinea pigs always has been fresh grass.
Yes.
Because it's the live variety of hay, which is their diet. So animals were thriving in a wild condition, they would be munching on food around them.
What's funny?
You know, they're not going to come across a piece of kale and go, oh, kale, we live on kale. It doesn't have
They
so
like lettuce
grasses.
more.
Yeah, well, some do, some don't. But again, it's when people say, oh, should I do more tomato than this? And it's like, well, actually, just grass. Get them right. They're really excited about grass. They love it.
I call them
So,
grass
yeah.
zombies. No, seriously, as long as there's grass in the cage, they're like zombies.
Go wrong with grass. What is going on here?
You can probably bring.
You know how to do it? A dot. Like virtually a dot. And if she sort of but like sort of like what you're going and keep doing it. Go again? Yeah. See how you sort of see it going? Yep. Yeah. Just watch your name for it. Yep. She has a thing drink so much that she stops, goes to sleep on that. Yeah, I'm sure it paid. She's answered it today. And then she cries for mum. No, you forgot. Yeah, you forgot the.
I don't hear any clicking or noise at all in her lungs.
That's what she said as well.
So I don't believe
And she said
this
that
is
the heart is
respiratory
fine and
related.
everything is fine. But
Yeah.
for some reason, she even said that the heat is fine. But,
What do you mean heat?
well, that she's actually warm. To her, it was actually normal, but
Sometimes she's
to us,
fine,
it was a
but
bit
then
strange.
in a couple of minutes her ears are quite warm. And I'm like, And then this discharge from eyes, she had like a rainy,
Was it milky coloured or just?
sometimes milky, yeah. Like sort of rainy tears all the time, like most of the time. And then I was holding her. I don't know if it's normal that she's got so much like skin, or maybe she's just older.
She's just older. Yeah, that's very much like
And she's gained heaps of weight. I mean, we're trying to sort of.
Yeah, she's a soup. You should see the next question and get running around the cage. She hops and all the jumps. Where do you think you're going?
Do you give them probiotics with the treatment?
sorry, with
Probiotics? No.
With that,
Chexton, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, she's busy that way. Yep. You should see when I put pulse in here. Oh, she can't stand it. Which milk is this?
When did you last might treat her?
2 days ago.
Okay.
Well, she did
So we'll
have
do another
some
one in a week.
basically.
Yeah, with ivermectin or revolution
I don't know. Well, this
Okay.
this
this time. Yeah. I think
Come on, this used with kangaroos and stuff as well.
She gets agitated sometimes.
she's got a nasty little haircut there. They've shaven it, but it's right at the fold where the hairs join. So I can imagine it would be really awful. It's like a hair party when your hair parts in a certain way, and then you have to brush it back. That's really painful. So that's what this would be like to her. So I imagine that's what she doesn't like it. Yeah. Sorry?
Dima wanted to trim her hair a little bit at the front because she doesn't see anything basically. If you look at her face
nose.
from the front, that's just hair. There are no eyes.
You should be able to do 2 or 3 more.
You know what? I reckon.
You go.
You YouTubers, that's very Australian, isn't it? Reckon. Reckon. I reckon. I think that she has fungal, without a doubt.
Yep.
Probably the density of her hair and everything that's going on, because it's just in the folds. Now, when you look at her eye up close, she's actually got little tiny dried grains of something around the bottom of her, and I would put it down to fungal. So if you look at this eye in particular, the left side, I'll give it back to you so you can see her. Have a look on the bottom lid on the left side, you'll know exactly what I mean. Tiny like sugar crystals along there. If she were to do this and get it in her eye is going to water, and typically cleaning, we see that milky fluid is when they clean their eyes. So I think, I don't think you have to worry about a respiratory, and I think the watering is a bit of a false directive, thinking there could be a respiratory, but there isn't.
Do you think so? Because we've already started
The antibiotics, yeah,
Just
could have
to
made an
finish.
impact.
Should we just finish them up? Because this, like when they say once you
The
started.
vet said 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and it's Bactrim. So
It's pretty intrusive. You had noticed an improvement with her after 24 hours, and most antibiotics kick in at the 24-hour mark. You notice something that they're. So
Well, she hasn't been sleeping on the side at least, but she's not as active as, because normally she's all the time unhappy, like walking around the cage and like safeguarding everyone, sort of. Now she's like laying down most of the time with her buddy.
well, what I do feel and notice is that with the trifolliculoma, it's actually warm.
Okay.
It's localized warmth. So if you feel it, put your fingers on it and put your fingers on some other part of her. You'll notice it's warm in there. Just be careful holding her like that as well, because she's under them and fully support her. But feel the warmth of that area, and there's quite a bit of infection there, which matches the softness of what I was feeling. I think that's just going to come away really easily. That could be part of what you're feeling with her body temperature if it's becoming systemic. So when we get infections that are infections of the hand, their worry is that it will go up the limb into the body, go through the system. That's what we call a systemic infection. So that may be more going on with that infection there than
Would that make sense? Would that make sense then to open it up as soon as
it would? I was going to suggest you leave her. Yeah.
to do it like with you, or
I'll just do it. That's very easy. It's very, very easy to clean.
Yep.
So that one is just literally draining. And we had a similar girl in. I'll go and get her because YouTube might be interested in this girl. I'll go and get her now because this was done a month
and we
ago.
still have
On a
that.
scale of comparison, out of 10 being most severe, she was 10.
All right.
I'd put her at 2. So nowhere near the girl that we've dealt with on this. So,
We still have this horse thing, like for cleaning the wounds. I don't remember how it's
a
called.
Debrasol.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Debrasol. Yes, but there's the process of pain relief, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be.
She didn't even have a dog. Bring me a photo of her. Oh, look at her. She's staring at me. Tira.
Well, you go to the same hairdresser as I do.
Have you seen this boy?
Yeah, I've seen. I said that.
They freaking both need a hairdresser. Look at them.
You might accidentally shave her at this part, like completely shaved. I was like, I was a bit more than that. Like, yeah. She looked very.
Well, that's why I want to shape this one or this kind. So at least she actually.
Just like, don't say anything.
Don't like her and he's scared too. Hey, she could always look like the. Remember Hubble Bomb? The White Princess? She looked like short hair. She was gone. She was smoother than this one. She had the hair like that.
Why did you? 2 little girls.
What?
The owner was going,
Can you hear this baby?
It's the baby squeaking. She's cute.
I'm not sure why she's not selling to have a sleep.
Don't know. Eleni, you'll be interested in this one.
Yeah, coming.
So here,
I'll just put
this is the girl that we dealt with, and we'll go through her in a moment. But this one here, this is the daughter of a girl that came in. She's the one that you know.
Yes, I do.
And she had a massive swelling underneath, which actually looked like a urethral stone at first presentation.
Yes.
But it wasn't.
I called it an acorn.
It was a huge acorn. Anyway, this is her. She's now all better, but the video is still to come out on her. But there we go. She's all good and sorted and full bill of health. That's what you want to have some cuddles with her. And this girl came to us one night through one of our volunteers, and she had a massive infected area. This is you would know. So this is the girl that came, and she had a dreadful smell about her. But essentially, this is the area that she had, which was fully open. And it was an untreated sebaceous cyst that was there, left half open from a year before, and had, she'd obviously been taken care of in that time because she was still alive, and there's a bit of a history to knowing why and how this came about. But anyway, she came into care, and we sorted that. That's her now. Like, there's nothing there. Sorted. Better. Ooh, better. and that's exactly the same. So, but the comparison I'd make between Tira and her is that at the night it came in, it was so bad that I really wanted her with the vet. But because of her body temperature, which was so extreme, I actually felt it was way into the systemic level. So we dealt with it there and then. Because you remove infection and the body can then get on top of it. And she's got the antibiotics on board. So I think that's possibly the best course of action for Tira.
Okay.
And it's nowhere at the severity level of this. There is a video on this. And I actually stopped filming, guys. So you'll see some of it, but I stopped filming because it was just, she was in a terrible state. And so there's an update on it, but that's her now.
That's what was actually suggested to us as well, that they wanted to remove it.
Yeah, with full anesthesia, of course.
Yeah, well, we can do that.
And another thing, they suggested to do X-ray for your eye, just to check.
To do an X-ray, yeah. But that's,
It's a standard.
It is the standard with that practice, and it's very frustrating because I believe you should treat what is seen, but there is a level of investigation they also have to do, like to do due diligence. They do need to make investigations to rule out everything. But if you look at it from the perspective that if a doctor took any one of us in and checked us from top to bottom, they'd find a myriad of issues. But of that myriad of issues, yes, diet, exercise, other things could change it, and it's not life-threatening at that point. So that's the sort of length they're checking out, which is over and above what's really necessary.
And they suggest vet, changing
I actually
to vet.
don't like vet.
Because they said that wood shavings have smell to that perfume, which can irritate guinea pigs.
No,
If it's treated wood shavings.
you can get those ones like apple smelling wood shavings. I've had one packet here in the entire time we've done rescue. Shavings, just pine treated dried shavings. It smells like shavings. It's nothing in it.
No, I think
So I don't
it's
think you can do
it's the pine, like industry pine, that gets treated with. Well, it has oil itself, like acid itself, but they're saying that it's double treated with acid.
We have used them in the history of their pine shavings that have been kiln dried. So the kiln drying process is important.
These are the standard ones in the red.
Yes, and they're dust free. They're fabulous. Fabulous. You can't go wrong with them. Yeah.
That's what we, discussed as well.
They're fabulous.
We'll just double check.
And the vet bed, I actually find, and I've found from not only my own experience, but
it's also
from
hard.
others, that when it comes to washing, it's really tricky and difficult. It takes a lot of prep time. The hay sticks to it and gets embedded in it really easily. The maintenance aspect puts people off using it, and that's the bigger thing I find.
I've seen online that people are doing second floor, and we did second floor for them.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Tyra was just like falling.
Is she liking it?
No. She couldn't handle the stairs, but we're going to do another one.
You're gorgeous, aren't you? Yay.
Yeah, and I thought if to do hay on the second floor and vet bed on the first floor, but then again, it's a bit like fiddly. And I think wood shavings are natural.
Yeah, but you're perfectly fine with wood shavings. And wood shavings and a trifoliculoma, they're not connected. It's treating outside of what is trying to isolate what is deviating you off the problem and covering everything can be really expensive, and you can find there's no solution because you just go down a funnel. And it's not necessary.
Yeah.
So no.
So if we leave her, are you happy for us to actually back trim as well? So you could,
Yes. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, can do that. Have
And
you done it today with her?
Pardon?
Have you done it with
Yeah,
her today?
in the morning.
Oh, you've left your back room at home, that's what you mean?
No. We brought it actually.
Oh, you brought
with
it.
us.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
No,
That's
we've
fine.
got it here.
Twice a day.
That's fine. Yeah, okay. I'll use that. So you've done the morning
And
Yeah,
then the
in the
morning we just
afternoon.
didn't do the afternoon.
We'll do the afternoon. If you do the afternoon before you leave, then it's
Yeah.
done for me.
Yep.
Yeah,
sure.
and just leave her
Okay.
for a couple of days, and we'll
Okay.
sort it out. That's
So
fine.
you'll have to basically wait until it's grown a bit, or
No, I'll deal with it now.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing that concerns me is actually just touching it. Touch it yourself, you'll feel it's warmer
Mhm.
than the other area. That's the thing she had in common with this girl. We don't often see that.
Okay.
But the fact that it says runny as it is, that's infection based. Like there's something causing that infection. It can be a hay poke, it can be something just runny, it could be a nip, could be anything. You know, it can be an infected hair follicle. At the end of the day, we can't, you know, historically go back and rule
And
it
we
out.
could shave
So-
that section actually. No problem
Yeah,
now,
I
but-
will shave her a bit more, so she'll be a bit naked there, but that'll be fine. Yeah.
No, she's half shaved anyway.
Yeah. No, we treat them all the time. It'll be fine. Okay.
Dima likes shaving her.
Back shave the back as well.
It'll be
They have so
absolutely
many
fine.
hair.
Isn't this girl cute?
Yeah.
She needs a home too. Oh, you're so cute. You are. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really impressed at that.
Do you want us to leave both of them just tie it out? Because they started to be like bonded together. That's why I
Both
had
together is fine.
second
fine.
thought.
Yeah, leave both together. Although
They've never liked being together before, but as long as Tyra got sick, then they're like they're just sitting like head to head most of the time. That's why I don't know.
leave
but-
together. Leave
But up
together.
to you.
Yeah, leave together is fine. Yeah, that's okay.
And then you'll just text us whenever.
Yeah, a couple of days. Text you and come back.
Take one today.
I'm not sure about working days.
Mhm.
Yeah, if needed, we'll come.
Yeah, it'd be handy if you can, but we'll see how it goes, and then I'll reach out to you. Yeah, I'd say a couple of days if you can make a trip up. It'd be good. In fact, Wednesday, I've got to go down to Bondi area, possibly Wednesday.
Yeah, and we can just catch up in the city somewhere, like on.
Yeah, so
when,
there may be a
like,
crossover point
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk in a couple of days and go from there. Okay, done.
Just
Yeah, that's okay. And I'll get some super cuddles from me while they're here. So that's all fine. Yeah, all done.
that's what about.
That's Bactrim. In terms of the actual type of antibiotic,
Mhm.
do you think
Yeah,
at least they
keep it on
gave
it.
us 100?
I keep it on it. Yeah, keep it on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No, no. Because you've mentioned the other type of antibiotic, and we questioned why do they actually give the Bactrim. She seemed to be that she found that this one works better for the guinea pigs.
It's does it actually say Bactrim?
It is Bactrim. It doesn't say Bactrim.
Does
on
it
it.
say Septrin?
Yeah, Septrim.
Yeah, because you can't get Bactrim.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's actually an act.
Yeah, it
Drug.
says
Yeah, it's
Pediatric.
child's. Yeah, it's children's Septrin. So that's because they can't get Bactrim.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah,
And then he's radioed to the one in the car.
you know, it's at the end of the day, she's given an antibiotic, so that's a good cover.
Yeah.
And she was feeling better within 24 hours, which is good. I suspect it is around the infection in that area because of the warmth with it.
His finger twisted in the laundry.
It's going to be fine. Seriously, it's going to be fine. It's not the bigger drama, I think, but the
It's like, oh, cancer.
no, not at all.
But I was
No.
just thinking that for the future, that at least this lady gave us 100 mil
That's
straight
good.
away,
You can keep
which
that.
was good.
Yes.
With the other ones, they were only given like 6 mil or 10 mil
Oh, I know.
bottles,
I
small
know.
ones. So, like in the
Yeah.
future, is there any preference?
Well,
Do you-
they do have a certain expiry date to them as well, and
True.
some antibiotics do work better than others. So Bactrim, it's interesting because Bactrim is what we would use for this, but treating a respiratory, we would use Baytril.
Okay.
So and she was more aiming to treat the trifoliculoma area,
Right.
and yeah,
She said take antibiotics and see how she goes. If she feels fine, then we'll think about removing that cancerous thing.
it's not a cancerous growth. It's not.
I didn't touch it too much because
Yeah.
I noticed it accidentally just one before she came in, like a couple of minutes before. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we have something else.
lot of growth. It's full of runny stuff, isn't it? You are so sweet. Isn't she cute? But no,
Good
all
to
good.
know.
We'll do that. Yeah. So if you leave that, just leave it on there, and
Well,
give
we'll
her her
treat her.
dose. Yeah, give her her dose, and then I know she's done. And yeah, in a day or so we'll work that out.
So the cage of this size,
Yep.
could it be 3 of them? Wouldn't do that.
If it was nighttime, maybe. But you'd want them to have exercise time somewhere else. So we would have smaller cage sizes if we knew, but they're having grass time all day. They actually come in, it's really funny, when they've had a lot of grass time or they've done something, had exercise in an area, they come in, they put on fresh hay, you'll just see them absolutely on their side, because they're tired. They just want to chill and have a bit of food, but they've actually burnt energy. So in that instance, that was doable. Yeah, it's that balance of getting them what they need, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking.
That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I think that's easiest, and then just deal with it. I would have thought we could leave it, but actually feeling it, it's warmer, and it just reminds me of this one. And this is her now. Like this little girl is gorgeous. She's super good. I know. That was maybe 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
2 months ago. 3 months ago. Something like that, wasn't it, little girl? Yeah, but I've kept her with another little girl that Alinia's nursing, because she didn't have a buddy at the time. It was like a combination of things. They both had a similar fungal condition, so I buddied them up at that point, and they're used to being together. So, but yeah, she's really good. So, there you go, sorted. Sorted little girl.
Yeah, Ruby got me.
Yeah. No, and we're going to do a few things YouTube watching us okay. So we've got quite a bit to do with animals. We've got some hairless piggies and another one with a stone and different things to deal with. So so that's fine. Yeah, just leave her is good. It'll be okay. Yep. Yeah.
That seems to be not as arrogant other ones, but some of the things standard practice.
Look, I think it's really
and then they will want both X-ray and then anesthesia. So the bill for anesthesia will be 900, and then the X-ray thing was about 600 something ish.
It's unnecessary. It's a fine line when people have a sick animal and got a vet who they trust, they believe. And when we find out later that they've had, 2,000, I've actually got a lady at the moment contacting me because she's spent $1,800. Her guinea pig had 3 repeated urinary tract infections. She has had an x-ray, so it's ruled out stones. And she said, I still don't know why there's a problem. And when talking with her, she said it's a liver problem. What do you mean it's a liver problem? And she said, well, the vet said it's a liver problem. I said, but if you've had $1,800 of work done, there must be a paragraph written somewhere that explains why they think this. Like, did have blood tests? Was there a factor in the blood that was out? She said, I don't know. I'm really worried. I don't want to spend any more money. It's $1,800. That's it. But she's had a lot of work done, a lot of costs spent, and from my perspective, when she said, it's like, well, hang on, like, hand up, how's it liver? Tell me what you know about her liver. And there's nothing. Like, what do you mean it's liver? The vet, like, what? So it's just, this is crazy stuff because it's not really.
Yeah, it's
and
like
the animal's still sick.
it's like what they said that most probably is just irritation of the nose. Like,
Irritation of the
with the
nose.
wood shavings
No.
perfume.
No, she's been on wood shavings for forever. No, we'll sort it out.
That's so funny. We watched yesterday for the first time
Irritation of things.
Camden movie about rabbits.
Okay.
Karen.
Yep,
So
okay.
cute. Yeah.
It's just sad because there's a lot that they can do, and a lot of brilliant. They really are. They go to a great extreme to help them to do things.
But they're very stretched out. I mean, the people in the vet practice, they're on the extreme of being tired. You can just see like they talking to you, but they're like
that. Well, they do cover so many animal species, and where we have doctors that specialize in obstetrics and
they do everything.
you know, old age, they do the lot, and they're expected to do it for fish and for sheep and for everything. But you know, in reality, the bulk of the work here in Sydney catchment is cats and dogs. So they, you know, and so your exotic vets for these other areas, they do train. That's where your expertise is. But you will get. We've got a number of vets who are about guinea pigs, and they're not exotically trained, but they have a passion themselves, and they you know, they're really expanding their knowledge.
We need tips in case like seriously, because in case there's emergency, I don't know where to go.
Yeah, definitely. I will. Yeah, we'll talk later. Yeah. But there's a number of those, and then at the same time, there's also exotic trained vets who work for normal practices. And if you watch, ask if the practice that you have has an vet there qualified, because quite often they're there one day. You know, you'll find that a certain practice has an exotic vet on a day of the week, and unless you ask, they won't tell you. So a lot of practices actually have that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so lots of vets are exotically trained, they're just not in a practice. So ask, yeah, definitely ask. But there are some amazing, and it's like any line of work, isn't it? You know, car dealerships and getting your car repaired, did they really do the oil? I constantly face that one. So you know, you get really wonderful help, and then you get help that is maybe not the hairs coming out.
I guess it's also for the vets to tell people that they'll see just without anesthesia. Terrifying.
He eats too much, that's why he went home with you.
Yeah, but there's...
I know that to the guinea pig, and because of you, that it's not really...
That's why we're educating you, YouTube. It is. I mean, if you think of an egg, okay, think of an egg, and when we've got an abscess, for example, an egg, the lining of the skin, there's several layers, but they're within the skin lining, so that you've got an abscess, so it's up egg. The nerves are here. There's nothing in this area, nothing with nerve be felt in any way that's runny, infected material. The pain level can be localized for this area of skin. It's like, you know, I'm sure everyone's had a bad pimple at some point in their life. They're damn painful. But you know, once they've gone, nothing. And if you can actually make that pain free while you empty that, it's brilliant, and it works beautifully. So we've been doing this for years, and a bigger part of the problem also knowing that is what you're dealing with. Like, I know what it is on your girl, but someone can see a problem and think it's not what it is. We had another lovely family come today who have 2 guinea pigs. They seem to be having issues, and they're thinking maybe they're fighting. Can we check them for bites? Nothing, not a mark, not a speck of anything. And we got them out, beautiful together, walking around together, best buddies, side by side, perfect. Environment that they're in, something is not right in that environment. They've both got this lovely house, and they both want it, so maybe that's the issue. But we need to look at environmental things rather than fighting. But they actually went onto a forum, and people were saying you've got to separate them, they're going to draw blood, you need to remove them, they can't be together. And they thought, that's what they thought. So you separate your pets are beautiful. At all, there's no mark whatsoever. So understanding what the problem is seems to be the bigger issue.
And that's sort of trial and error and
identification. And we've sort of seen 99.9% of things.
I was surprised previous guys we move their cage to the sun.
Yep.
They will, wow.
Okay. Yeah, a little thing can make a huge difference. Yeah, changing one piece of the furniture in their environment can change everything. So, yeah, it's amazing. And leave them there. That will be fine with her there. And we will chat.
Yeah. We'll just text each other.
Yeah, that's okay.
You
That's
sure
fine.
you don't, like, we can help
No, we're not
assemble
working out for a
more?
while. We're going to do loads of other stuff. So we've got more to do. So, oh my goodness, little girls wanting to go out.
Do you want us to actually leave the house bottle
The
inside?
Where are they in together?
Yeah. It's got water, it's got
Maybe just put them on grass time and take the box with you so we don't have the excess around with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be great. If you find over there should be an empty space where people have been. So find an empty space. I've got to deal with this little girl down here. She's a little bit.
If you breed two together and got a big baby,
Would you like to hold this little girl?
who should is? Oh, is she nasty also? No, nasty this thing. Sorry, no, nothing. Sorry, not bad, not bad. Yeah.
Just want to get this.
If one can be empty, big pen. If there's one in there, but if you get her out, it's all right. No, we run them together outside. Is Corneas with the
Yes, they're together. They can have grass time. You can set them up for grass time together.
There you go.
They're together. This little girl.
Hello, she's in stuffy grass. Yep.
Something.
Oh, Lee, well, my babies are right on the grass. Sorry? Are they all right on the grass? The babies?
Yeah, I probably put, you've got cloth in there.
On this side?
Yeah, that's fine.
The under it. Is she alright to get up? Or is she stuck?
She can come in here with these babies.
Oh, alright. I don't think they've got any water. I think your grass is crap. Look, Eileen. She didn't need it, it's crap. She didn't even touch it. Oh, no, this one loved it. Different. No. Please don't go on this. Yeah, I'll put it back. What's terrible?
So you're staying for a couple of days.
Alright, I can't do any job. Sorry, anyone.
What do you want?
You're a bit overloaded, aren't you?
Lee,
How are you?
what are you doing?
How are you? I'm good. I'm good.
Lee,
Yes.
are you doing another big dip now?
I've got quite a few down here. Yes.
Are you able to look at the baby when you're ready?
Yeah. Do you want to bring her over? I'll show YouTube.
What do I do with these two?
You put them down. No, she's in the basket. Yes, sorry.
I was struggling to find something.
Hang on a sec.
I'm just going to move this down a bit. Moving YouTube down to there. Shuffle them along a bit. Sorry? No, we're all good. We're just going to deal with other piggies and things, so she's fine. They're in one of the enclosures.
Yep. Oh, this one?
I won't miss them, so they'll be fine.
Yep. I'll have this.
Thanking you.
And yeah, we'll chat later. Yeah, I'll deal with that. It'll be fine. It'll be all good. And I'll have them inside as well. They'll be in the piggy room. Yeah. In the shelter doors anyway, but they're working there. So all good.
Thank you
It'll
so
be
much.
okay.
And we'll just then just explanation.
Oh, well, thank you after, but yeah, just really it should be fine. Yeah, I think to get on top of it, I actually think there'll be a huge change. And there was with the other girl I was showing you, by the next morning, temperature right down.
Right.
So
Well,
it was really quite immediate.
I
Yeah.
was hoping because of like was gonna be URI and I couldn't get because of
It's not.
the breathing, you know.
No, it's not. But I think she very much needs to stay on. I think what would help is dealing with it now. Yeah,
And she hasn't been anywhere in the cold, like
No.
never.
No.
Seriously. Yeah.
It's just one of those things that's cropped up, but it can be dealt with easily. It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you so much.
We will work magic. It's all good. Okay, we're going to share something special. Oh, what happened then? What was going on?
That's what she does.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, she whoops around.
come and bring her over. Let's have a look at her. We're going to meet someone very special. Let's see if we can put you up a bit here.
And both front go that way.
Oh, come on here. This is Turtle. Hey, Turtle, come and say hi. Hi, Turtle. That's it. So this is Turtle. Yeah. Okay. Oh, baby girl. It's all right. So Turtle would be 1 week old now.
Today, we
Today
think she's a girl. That's what they so-called told me.
She's 1 week. She's getting stronger. She
Yeah,
definitely
she
is.
couldn't walk. She was on tits.
Yeah. Hi, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh yeah, they confirmed she's a girl.
Yeah, I can have a look, but I'm just more interested in what's going
Yeah.
on with the movement. It's all right.
See how this leg goes right forward?
I
Yeah.
can see movement. It's actually her hip. Yeah. I actually think she might be quite well balanced if her hip were. Come here, sweetheart. Come on. Hello. Have you been weighing her?
When I rang you.
No, but each day? No? So we'll weigh her again today. Okay.
I know she's getting heavier because her feel of her belly
Feels better.
and the way she's picking herself up better.
Yeah, and moving around too. It's definitely her hips. Oh, she's got lice on her. Chantel? There's lice on her.
Lice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, put it running around. Come around and you'll see it. She's got a lice on her. So the others are all retreating. See that? Look at it running in the coat. See?
Hmm?
Yeah, see it? Look at it. Indigo. There, see? There. There. Little devil's there. See
Oh,
it?
the white.
Yeah. Wiggling around. It's nice.
Maybe, I think, yeah.
Yeah, they're moving. They're
Okay.
all running in there.
Okay.
So I need to get her. You haven't ivermectin?
No.
Let's go and take a look on the other bulb and see, noticing the lights up. Yeah, they're all in there. So they're just taking hold on her. Okay.
She's been on my bed.
Well, they won't survive on your bed. They're species specific, so
Okay,
they'll be
good.
right. They'll be right. Alright, sweet.
Well, I knew I was coming here anyway for you to look at her, so
Yeah,
I just wanted to get food into her.
yeah. Just going to upend her. Yes, sweet. Just want to look at the balance of your legs. No, wait. Let's see what you can do with that left leg. Let's see. So this one. Oops. That's nice.
This is the one that tips over.
Hey, honey. Come and say hello to YouTube.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh dear. Poor little critter.
Yeah. I'm just picking swelling in and around. The area that's actually for her is around her knee.
Knee.
Yeah, it's actually higher, closer to the knee.
You mean from the hip to the knee or foot to the knee?
Well, below the knee, near the foot is more swelling. I'm touching it. Sorry, sweetie. And
Go over the floor and just like cover it with his hair and eat his way the most.
strap that. Yeah, give her a little tiny cast, just to help the alignment of it, but also because you're dealing with swelling in there. I actually think that,
Tim's. See?
Yeah.
yeah, but she's doing that because of this.
Okay. But was she with like that with the front when I
She's
first
one step on it.
Lynn
I
made
think,
she had
yeah.
the front.
Yeah, I know, but she's getting better with the care
Okay.
you're giving her. She's not having it moved constantly, so it's
Is her left eye small?
yeah.
See how that one's out?
Yes, it is. A little bit of microphthalmia.
Like brain?
Yeah, a little bit like brain. So all we can do is
Oh no. And my girl, a giant orange and white girl. My boys was 2 years ago. Yeah, exactly. And because there were 4 of them, she was
Is that more a drop or she's born like that?
I am not.
when he was young.
Because they would actually.
putting all the weight on this side.
Right.
Yeah. All the weight's on the right hand side. So I think we will do that to help her.
Did you also notice when she was here, she just kept turning that way? She never turned the other.
Yeah.
Hmm. Must be that leg dropping.
Yeah, the leg is the biggest issue. But if I hold her like this for you, and you feel down comparing both ankle all the way down, so you need to see two, like one hand on each.
Like that?
One on each foot. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Now go down, compare, close your eyes, compare sides, move down the legs.
Oh, no, I'm on my feet.
Yeah, you've got to start at your feet and go up. You'll see the comparison. So where you're feeling toes, they're the same. Keep her perfectly together so she's well supported.
Her left foot, this foot, feels smaller.
Keep going down.
Did you feel that?
Keep going down.
Up your knee.
Well, it's down. Put it down towards me. Up, down.
Oh, it's staying still at all for me.
You have to do it very gently.
It feels like she's got something up in here.
There's something that's around the knee. Yeah.
Is that a kneecap?
It's sort of around there. Well, I think that's where the issue is. Yeah. So,
Kneecap.
I mean, a scan would actually show that.
They have a kneecap.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have to.
okay.
That's
It's
what
around
that
the
feels
knee, but
like.
this is slightly above. It's slightly above. Feel the inside of the leg. Slightly above. You can feel it going out. Just does not. I'm sorry. It's really down. I'm going to do that for you.
I wonder what the bump is. Do you reckon that cap's it?
Sorry?
Do you reckon the kneecap's twisted?
It's not a kneecap, but I think she could have broken it. I think that's within the realm of
You mean the leg or the
possibility.
kneecap?
The knee, the leg area.
The
There's
knee
trauma
bone.
around that knee. There's trauma around there. And I believe this is, I'd like to weigh her and see how she's going with her weight. Okay, so I'm going to give her back to you and I'll just go grab some scales. And you hold her there. Go right back.
That was like one of the first things I did after getting done putting on my babies really like this.
Hey, you guys.
First time in 6 months, I could actually reach.
You guys. Do you all want to go at the same time?
What's happened?
Ready? She might have a break in the knee.
What?
You all go.
One? Oh no!
I don't know the story.
She rolls over and she turns around to the left.
Go to a breeder in New Chantal found out about
Yeah, they rang me.
Oh, they actually rang you. Because the little one is different. The breeder decided to think the mother was going to give birth to the
She would have died when I got her. She was laying on her side.
kept Turtle alive. Turtle wants to live. Turtle's weird. My feeling is that as long as they're not in pain, if they've got a disability,
It just makes me wonder now, was she born deformed or did they drop her?
well, that's. But either way, walking a pet that walks funny if
Lynn, I did say that right, didn't I? I did say that right, didn't I? I told them, or she possibly has a broken knee.
It looks like it could be trauma, for sure. For sure.
I wonder what that lump is.
Well, that's swelling around the site. Okay, can you pop her in there for me? She can go in there now. 55 grams.
What was she on the other day?
103.
No, that's not right. It must have been.
His scales aren't working. She's 54 grams.
Let me
His scales are not.
let her, and I'll go get the other one.
Yeah. Did you weigh them together?
Yeah, I told you them. I
Yeah, 3 and 104.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's 54.
No way.
Well, she
Big
is.
on now.
She is. That's her, whoa. That's her weight. You right, honey?
She's alive.
Okay. So that's her weight now. Do you want to pop the other one on? You'd notice if there was dramatic change between the two of them, but they were within 1 gram of each other. So these are 2 little piggies that were surrendered. That this is the first time they've come to Cavey Central. Yeah, she's lost weight. I'm sorry. That's definitely true. Without doubt, I can tell. This one's double. Like this is. Watch the scale. Okay, she's more. 63. Way more.
What was this one?
54.
So 9 grams more.
Yeah. Put the other one. Hook her back in. Let's see. 54. Yeah. So by comparison, she's not gaining. It's okay, little one. Here we go. Come with me.
The sister, that's why.
Yeah, come together. There you are. It's okay.
She loves the sister.
Yeah. So we've got one that's thriving, one that's failure to thrive.
But what do you think by looking at her, not looking at the weight? And
64.
no,
63.
So 9 grams.
Yep.
I need a pen. I'm going to
Yeah, so
get that.
there's a pen
Here.
there somewhere. So write that down as their base level now.
What are we going to call her?
So which is called Turtle.
No, the other one.
I don't know.
Everyone, quick, 2 seconds. What should we call the other one? We've got Turtle and... Throw names out. Lynn, girl or boys?
I'm not checking at the moment.
Just a name. Turtle and Tortoise.
Can I get you to give her some milk feed again now? She needs that.
Okay, so Turtle is... What did you say, sorry, Lynn? 50...
64, no, 63 and
No,
54.
the little one. How much?
54.
54. And
Yeah.
Tortoise.
63.
63.
Yeah. Well, they were 1 gram apart. There's a wider differential.
They're 9 grams apart now.
Yeah.
What should they roughly weigh at that age? Or there's no rough...
They're babies, actually. They are small. Babies, when they're born, are generally between around 50 to the most enormous baby at 120. The smallest baby at 34. So that I was hand-read at 34. So, you know, that's a very big range. That's a quarter of the largest. Yeah, the mother died in that. That was a C-section as well. Mother died in that.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so there's, I mean, that's a difference of 4. If you want to give this one some food now, just to give her that.
I can do it, yep.
Yep.
I was wondering if you wanted to do one
Yeah,
on camera.
Lynn, take her.
Lynn.
You want to feed her here?
Yeah.
You can feed her here. You can feed the bubba.
As in my hand or...
Yeah, you can come and sit here for that. I'll take this little one.
Can you
with me.
check?
Oh, yeah, later, not now.
Sit on your chair?
Yes. That sort of thing doesn't worry me at this age. I just think you don't need to know right now. I do. I think the trauma that she's had is
Mm-hmm.
too much. So this is mum in here?
Yep. Tortoise a girl yet? I like tortoise.
Chantal was you were contacted, weren't you, about these? Yeah, and then Chantal went and and it's good that's happened because without it, you sort of wouldn't be sitting there. So, it's really
Too loud. The other boy that was just so let's say morning I did 4 to 11 we're just so low. All of Martha's circumstances, of course, in the rehab patient, but he's straight out from Martha's on the police, so like she can slowly walk around, she can't get it. So immature together. Anyway.
She's 0.4 more.
Yeah, if it'll take, yeah, it should take some. If you really what she'll take. So she's
here today.
sitting there, actually, gets way busier than that. Oh my word, we didn't actually get the busy stuff yet. Normally, it's that. That's good.
It's great to see how many people friends.
Absolutely.
Here rather than just looking at
recommending an X-ray. And she's like, what? They need them good. That's what you've got on. It's so pretty. I like it. Yeah, you can. We'd love you to do it.
I got like a 4 by 2.
Oh, yeah.
It's figured out that like his hair's nice and long.
Yeah, No, we couldn't. That's that way. It's typical people. You go to sleep now? Yeah. Well, that's good. They're watching you.
There's stuff I can't read it.
Oh, no. I'm going to come around and see.
It's gone. It's there.
It's there.
I can't read it.
I am, but I don't know.
So, let me see. I'm going to get closer to you. Okay, let's get closer and see these questions. There we are. The normal glasses and oh, we've got lots of questions. I'm going to take you off the holder for a minute so I can talk with you. Let's see. Okay. And down here I can see you. Got all sorts of headset gear on. Hello! People behind me. Let's see. Okay, so there's loads and loads of comments here in the chats. I'll have to go through them later. Hello from Brazil, I can see there. Guinea Pig Sue is there. Hi from Bakerfield. I think that must be in the UK. Guinea Pig Laurie, hello. I thought it was funny. Hello, you caught us. Been trying to catch us for a while. Greetings from US Florida. Getting bitten by mosquitoes. That's no good. They're no fun at all. They are no fun at all. Let me go down through here. Yeah, she was a calm piggy. And there'll be more on her coming out, but she arrived with an incredible issue, which I'd love to share with you. She's looking great now. Guinea pigs do know when you're holding them. They absolutely do know an experienced person from one that's not. They know the difference between an adult and a child. So, yeah. And we get... Sorry, I'm flicking through your comments here. I wonder if you can see my finger on the screen. Probably not. Oh, thank you so much. I thought it was funny. I think Guinea Pig Laurie's gone. I think she had battery problems, so bye. Hannah Felding. Hi. Yeah, absolutely. Spread this out. Yeah. I'm back. Michelle Gully. What happened to Lynn? I'm here. This is the tail end of one of our adoption days, so lots of people coming and going, lots of things happening. There's about 6, 7, 8 volunteers here at the moment. We make it look so easy, probably. That's why we teach. That's why we teach you what to do. Hi, Margaret Parker from Texas. This is a baby, just the lowdown on people joining us now. See you. We'll talk in a couple of days with her. Okay, cheers. Bye. So, half watching and half MMA. We're competing with the MMA. They're saying, someone's saying they're watching half of this and half MMA.
Oh.
Beck, I have to share that with one of our volunteers. Beck, you'll be delighted to hear one of the people on YouTube is sharing watching us with also watching the MMA. So,
White pigs. Make sure they have the most important one on the guinea pigs.
You have the most important one on the guinea pigs.
Watching the
That's
white
funny.
pigs.
I'm just impressed that it's both. Well done. So, I think I've caught up. Okay. There's Lynn. Hi, hello. Yes, Lynn's back. Hello. No, Abbeys are not more drama filled at all. We've got some articles out on Abbeys. You really need to check that out. Someone might put the link to the videos down below, but yeah, Abbeys are not more like that at all. That's just misunderstood. I'll do more of it for you. Okay, Michelle Gallet, it's 12:30 a.m. It's in Las Vegas. Oh my word. Do you still have lockdown rules there as much as we do, Michelle? We're really fortunate here in Australia that as of tomorrow, we actually have no restrictions in place. So, can't wait for other parts of the world to also be the same so that you can get back to more of a normal lifestyle. So, shall I take you around to some of the piggies? Let's do that. I'm going to flip you around. Let me just unplug you. And we'll go for a walk. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes. Here's one of the mummies feeding. So this little mummy is the mother of the little girl that you just saw me examining. Who has... And she's feeding really well, but she's we have an issue with her. Is most likely a problem. And over here, very excited. There's Felix peeping out. I don't know if anyone can recognize him down there. And it looks like Felix has found himself a new buddy. So we're just testing that out, but they've actually been like that for about half an hour now. So they're really quite happy. Let's go for a wander. Let's come down here into the tents.
They've looked after the properly.
Sorry?
The little pregnant girl. She's looking really healthy.
She is. They've looked after her. So this is the little pregnant girl that I think YouTube was on maybe when she came in. She's actually, the family are really sweet. They got her from a friend who got her from a pet shop. And they were trying to get her a new friend that basically they left her and the new friend in the care of someone else. And the little friend died. So they then came back to find another friend. She's only young herself. And this time around we said, well, she's actually pregnant. So she was mortified. So she's only young, but she's a mummy to be. The other bubbies are hanging around in here as company. You can see the cloth moving. But we've got her with some friends. We're quite confident that they're okay together. Gives her a little bit of company. We're going to make sure and oversee what happens from here and work with them. So let's go around. Who have we got? Lots of piggies here on the grass. We'll have to have a peek. Let's have a peek because I'm not sure. Oh, this is one of the boys. They both came from separate rescues. And these little fellows, that's an older male. He's about 6 months old. And his little buddy. So super, super cute. Just having some time. We'll cover you up. Sorry, boys, I've startled you. Let's go on over here. Who have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, hello. Trying to think. These are boys. This is a little pair of boys. These little fellows. And they were actually bonded together. The one over on the far left was actually dumped. I don't think I've even put his story up yet, but it took a community to catch him. And this is his little friend. So they're really settled. And over here we have some of the lab girls from one of the last releases. They're the adult girls. Some of them just out having grass time and meeting friends. I have another little group up here. All scurrying to hide.
Hello. I'll come around this way, see if we can find them. So this is a little group of 4 girls that are here and are able to find a home in pairs. And I think Wombat must be hiding because they do have a D-sex. Yes, there it is. Do have a little D-sex boy in there called Wombat, who is housed with them. But they're having some grass time. They've met quite a few people today. So they've had a lovely outing. Over here. What have we got? Who's in this one? Oh, I think he is a turned D-sex male. Yes, he is. So he has come back from one of our volunteers, Justin, who's been looking after him, and he's absolutely gorgeous. This little boy was one of 4 that was dumped at a vet in the mountains, and when the vet actually arrived, when the veterinary staff actually arrived, they spotted them and they were running outside the enclosure that had been left. So they then had to catch them and hope they had them all, but there were 4 of them come into Gowthy Central. He's one of them. There's another silver boy. Yes, this boy down here. Let me take you down to this one. This one is another one of them because they came back today together. Here we are. He's one of the other ones that was in that same group. So yeah, we got them all de-sexed. They certainly weren't happy together, and I think whatever the family was, they were not happy. Who's that fellow in there? Trying to think, who is this one? Who is in here? Hi, who are you? Trying to think, who's this piggy? Who's this piggy in here? I'm trying to remember, who's this one? This one. I'm trying to think. I've seen you. Where's this one from?
He's one of the de-sexed boys that you
From Justin?
That you brought out as a possible match for Annie's little girl. I think that's because these 2 are both de-sexed males. You brought them out as possibles to go.
No. This one came back from Justin, and so did. Oh, I know. This has come from Justin. This is why. This is the other boy. So this is the fellow. Now he came from Charlotte's rescue. Right. Okay. Got it now. So this is a piggy that came from Charlotte's rescue but needed to be de-sexed. But he's been with Justin as well. So this is the other fellow. And this one here, the fuzzy one, he's the one that was dumped from one of the 4. But he's presently with the group over there. So he actually belongs with them. So yeah, he's actually in with them. So he can actually go be with them.
He's a little teddy?
He's the teddy, yeah. So he actually belongs with them. Right, it all makes sense now. Yeah, because I was thinking, what? Who? Yeah, it works out now. So yeah, he can swatches those. Yeah, he can go with the others because that's his little group over there. Yes, it's getting late. Yes, yeah, he goes in with those. And then here, who do we have? So I recognise most of them. Now I'm stumped again. Who have we got here? It's pretty tricky, guys, when you have 200 of them, or a lot of them. I'm trying to think. You little ones. I think these are one of our volleys that have come in. Who's weaking? Someone. And I'm absolutely lost on this pair as well. Trying to think. Oh, of course, it's the girls we've just had on screen. Oh, of course. They look so different here. They look so small. Oh my goodness. Of course it is. So this little girl, yeah, they're the ones we just had on screen at the beginning of the YouTube video. Okay, so now that everybody has established my brain doesn't work so well when I don't get sleep, we will head back down past the carriers and bits and pieces. We'll go see the baby. I'll take you over here. Oh, Here she is. She's getting famous. She is so sweet. We're going to grab her little leg. We definitely have to get that done. So this is Turtle.
Sit down.
Turtle, we need an update on. We're going to change that. We'll do that now. We'll get the bandaging done.
We're gonna call the other one tortoise or terrapin.
Terrapin.
I like terrapin more than
Terrapin's a tiny turtle, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, the little one's already. They start out really.
I like terrapin.
Tiny. Tiny, tiny.
oh, but then if I shorten it, we've already got a terror.
Tara's not here though. Tara's not here though.
Terrapin. You like that, Lynn?
I like terrapin. I think it's cute.
Terrapin. Hopefully I remember it. If not, I'll have to ring this and turtle.
I messaged it.
It's fine.
What, you're going to change her name?
No, terrapin's the other
Oh,
one.
the other one. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
What's the mum?
I change it.
Tortoise. Tortoise.
You have to choose your own guinea pig names.
I didn't know terrapin, but Beck come up with that one. I don't even know what she was talking about at first. I'm like, what's a terrapin?
It's a bit
I'm
crazy.
going to ring her little leg because I think she can do that. Beck, can you let Beck have a little look at her?
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles came out, and everyone got terrapins.
Yeah.
And then they dumped them. And
Yes,
put them
they
on
got into the
sewage.
drain system, didn't they? Teenage Mutant
Do you want to sit
Ninja.
here?
Oh, I've got to do these girls as well. Crikey. I'm running out of time. Time. What am I looking for? Yes.
They all came over here, Lynn, and woke my baby up.
Can you see what I mean, Beck?
This side. Oh, yeah.
Just round the knee.
I don't understand. Do you think it's broken or just...
Look, she's had it. She's a week old.
Yeah.
But yeah, just let Beck have a look there for a minute.
Yeah.
I think it can do with being strapped.
Pink, please. Oh, hang on, she's a turtle. Green, please.
Or green.
Green or pink? Which colour? Green.
I'm not doing that. I don't want to. No, why?
Because I always got to write he or she.
You don't. Just say it.
No, never.
Baby.
It. Got it. It.
I am not doing that. She doesn't need that from me.
Oh, look what green you got. You could have got the sexy fluoro.
This is
Is there another green?
That's the same. It's the same, isn't it?
That's
Do you want
nice.
fluoro?
No, that's nice. It looks like turtle.
Quite different angles, aren't they? Between...
They are different angles. It's right at the knee.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold her and you can feel both limbs?
That is Chantal.
Huh?
Is that your phone?
What's it doing?
Oh, Winnie. What are you doing?
I
Is it
see what I
singing?
mean.
Yes. My family calls it moving.
Every time it's all thickened. So I think if I get it splintered, it might just help
Thank you.
stabilise it for a moment. She's weight bearing heavily on the right as well.
Because you don't hear it.
Got much more strength in this one.
Yeah, she's not trying to weight bear on the left at all. So I think, do you want to hold her for me and then I'll shave that leg and we'll... Sorry?
Just spinning around.
Thanks, Beck. Should maybe get the phone out. Oh, we got to put treatment on her too, Lynn.
Right? Yes, you do. Put some nice on. I think you hold up forward and then I'll go in this way. Yeah.
Gee, don't weigh her now.
No, she hasn't lost much more. So a little thin leg though. Oh, I think it's a hole. I'm trying to nip that away. That might be fine.
Can turn around and do a bit more.
You do? Okay. Sit down for a minute.
We're going to stick with her name as Turtle, yeah, and call the other one Terrapin?
It's up to you. I think the name's cute. I think she's a cute turtle.
Okay.
I think
Cutest
the other
turtle
one's
I've ever seen.
I think the other one, Terrapin's fine.
She even got green. She's
They
going to
both
see.
start from T, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So you've now got to choose turtle themed and a letter T. Maybe YouTube can help. We need turtle names starting with the letter T for the mother.
Tortoise.
Oh. You had this all prepared, didn't you?
Can you just wrap all of her in that green so she looks like a turtle? Yeah.
What are the names of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Michelangelo's one.
Raphael?
Raphael.
That's not
It's
T.
amazing you know that, Lynn.
Why? I had a son.
You think she works at night? Yeah, she watches the TV. No.
He collected Teenage Mutant Ninja
Maybe
Turtles.
Tim knows.
Some point, maybe.
Teenage
Michelangelo, Donatello,
Raphael.
Well, we said Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. Who's the last one?
Yeah.
Who's the last missing turtle?
There's Splinter.
Goodness.
He's the rat. Yeah, he's the karate rat guy that teaches him.
Okay.
I don't know the fourth one.
Oh yeah, I remember saying.
Turpin. Oh, Freddie forgot her name. Turpin.
Does he?
Excuse me. Beck, what's my guinea pig's name? Terrapin.
To live under my roof.
Instead of terracotta.
Terracotta, alright. It's Terrapin.
No, not really. No. Just keep doing it.
That's a long name, Terrapin. Too many letters.
What's
Is
happening
this
with
a
this piggy?
I don't remember Da Vinci. Donatello from Michelangelo.
Face on.
Da Vinci? They're saying Da Vinci.
Oh,
Is there a Da
yeah.
Vinci?
Mum hasn't rejected him.
Do you have a picture?
YouTube, we need the turtles. Who are the
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We've got Raphael and Michelangelo.
Leonardo.
And that's why he keeps
Sorry?
calling him
Leonardo.
Leonardo!
Oh,
yeah, you're
that's
right.
right.
Because that's like Leonardo da Vinci.
got it, you
so
got it.
Leonardo.
Oh,
So she's putting out.
gee, I hope they didn't hear that on there.
Putting
No,
a band-aid on.
no, there's no T's out. Tim, all you need a turtle species that starts with T. Go. 60 seconds. Nah. We got Terrapin.
Turtle names.
We need one name for the mum. We got Terrapin, Turtle, and
Turquoise.
who?
Turquoise.
It's not a turtle.
That's not. But it's sort of.
No, it's gotta, no, it's gonna be a turtle. Not tortoise either. That's Terrapin.
But if you start from the
Yeah,
back,
and then
Terrapin
that
is
two
born perfectly fine.
strips over
But
the
the mom is a girl.
Go down.
like
So I think.
start from underneath and then wrap it to
Don't worry about my strange family.
easier to figure out, place it
Turtles are girls.
rather than strapping
Terrapins are
over the
girls.
front because you
That's an idea.
Hey, I've
I'm
always
just
had
worried she won't be able
carpets.
to get
Now
her
I'm
leg up.
going down to the turtle thing. Alright.
I had this like a
Yeah,
girl.
just-
She was called Gucci from Gucci.
Can you hold it?
I had the guinea pig girl. She was called
if
Gucci
you just
from
instead of starting with those two, just put that under her leg.
No, because that gives you a profile of the knee. So when she bends it, you can
I
actually
was
get
about
them
to
to
say that,
bend so
Tutti
the knees
Frutti.
and
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
but
stuff.
instead
No.
of
One doesn't.
starting with the just like
Terrapin, please.
no, I just mean
Turtle
like
species starting with T.
sort of start it underneath and then bring those to
Over after? Okay.
just I don't know because I think so.
I know.
Pink or green as an old turtle.
May not work.
Yeah, because Felix isn't stupid, he's staying warm.
But they have no. They're both really big males. Really, really big.
Lift it, show Tim.
They're laying on the side of the box.
It's sort of grown a bit far, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is
That was a
This is a prototype. Mark 3. I'm going to go for something's telling me this.
I might have to make a different type of wheelchair for my guinea pig. Like a, on the child's bike, they have those training wheels. Training wheels, but I need just one on the left side for this thing. Get people balanced up. Huh? I don't know. No, you have to make me a bar like, you know, a little tiny one on this side and a big one on this side.
May not be long enough, but I'll try.
She keeps going around the left way. Someone's going on with the knee. What did you do?
I just lifted the leg, but it was too close to the other bend.
Oh.
No.
All right. I'm just going to try doing it back and down from the top.
She did it. Now, what I might do is I will take one of these smelly things because I've got the curry in the
What are you talking about? Alright. I need a shower. Told you about that last time, Suzanne. Anything? No, we're gonna run out of teas. Tim's still thinking.
No, I get it.
Pterodactyl. T-Rex, pterodactyl, and tortoise.
They've got all these black patches around.
Yeah. Just seen a bunch go over before.
They're huge. Their wingspan
Yeah, it's all over them just going across there. It's because they like
just
these
say,
pine trees. That's what they on the road.
I didn't see a big thing like that before. You should have seen them over before. I'm like, what's that?
There was 30 of them at once, just and they were close to the ground. Don't open your mouth.
They've been here a few times actually through the summer. I think they're a bit short of food. Don't really see them so I don't see them.
You buy them?
No, they were donated to us, but it's stopped on our Pilgrims. That's a really. And they
She's
were
way very more, isn't she?
over the hill.
Don't open the legs.
Did you see that? She used it.
What is that?
She used it. Her leg in the normal way. She ran. She didn't just run, she
Yeah, but
leapt.
she hops.
Yeah, well, that was a heck of a hop.
She's weight on the leg.
She's weight
She's like a
bearing.
rabbit.
She's weight bearing. Look. See? It's hugely different. Hugely different.
Oh my gosh. Now with that,
Yeah,
oh
she's
my
hugely
gosh.
different. Hugely different.
Hair.
Okay.
She
That's
cracked
hair. I had to shave it. Sorry.
No, I don't know.
Hugely different. Hugely different.
Must be balanced on the hip.
No, I believe she's got trauma in that knee area. She has. There's
Yeah,
trauma.
but when you've straightened it, it's probably the.
Well,
you
it's
reckon the
holding
hips
in
leaning?
position. It's stabilizing. When you stabilize limbs, I've had a broken knee myself, and without it, you can't walk. But the minute you get stabilized, it's like, okay, I can sort of manage. You do. It feels way different. But that's hugely
What did you do in
different.
case she takes it off? I should have watched, but I left this one.
Well, I had to do it as a single strand for her down, because the normal splinting method I
So you
used,
just went like
I
that?
couldn't do. Had to go down the limb. Yeah.
So like that?
Double, literally going down the limb in that case, yeah. But she's moving so much better. Yeah, so pop her over there with her mum and with you. And I think we go,
Treatment.
yeah, and give her some food. Yeah, we're not done yet, but just give her some food. And I think, I mean, to see if that was a birth defect, you don't get immediate results from that in that way. So I think she's had something happen to her.
Or the cage and she fell.
Something's happened and she's been. But anyway, let's just go with that for now. We've got to do further investigation. But that's positive.
Do you want to check on the lump from
Yeah,
Poppy?
yeah. Bring her over. Yeah.
I should probably get
We'll do that. Do you want to have some noodles with us? We're going to get noodles for him.
super early start again.
You learned it.
If we get them soon.
Sorry, honestly, because it's an hour home and then
Okay. Well, we'll do noodles another time. I will, Susan, thank you so much for and just keep it posted. Have you got 2 parrots by any chance?
I have got that one in the car because
Awesome.
they're just so big. I didn't want to squish them together when they're not fully used to each other.
That's awesome. That's great. That's awesome. It's so exciting.
Yeah, do you want to say goodbye to him?
Yeah, I will.
Awesome. Come here. No. Fresh. Oh, the tap's just over there. Do you want that one? Or wash? You want to wash your hands? It's inside the fence. We put it inside the area. It's snuck away there.
We're just sitting there. The guy was looking in and then it's like, oh.
Ovaries are really His ovaries are really big, do you think?
Oh, you reckon?
I think she's a bit bigger, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Is this pregnant?
I feel like
I feel like she's bigger.
I don't know if she eats a lot, but
Yeah.
what is she's hungry. She's eating all the time.
Yeah, okay.
But
Oh, looks
Yeah.
like I have to go to Happy Farm tonight. I have to go get some green turtle tape.
We're gonna get green turtle tape.
she's still quite strong on that area.
She is.
Is that what she
Yeah.
She's warm as.
Do you think it's better to desex her?
I think so. Yeah. I think do it now before before symptoms start to happen. Yeah, with what I'm feeling, I would do now.
Do you reckon can I go again to the motor one?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can book that in. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe after
Feels
Easter in a couple
more.
of
It
weeks.
does feel more to me.
Yeah.
So, well, from what people are saying, it's taking weeks to get into vets at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's very busy.
So many people today have said they've tried it. It's like a week away, 2
Okay.
weeks away.
Perfect.
Like, what?
Yes.
So I don't know, but that would be book now.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to get booked for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
I
Yeah, I'll
think they
find
do
out.
Saturdays or the weekdays. but I
Usually
don't know.
weekdays.
Okay.
Usually weekdays. Yeah. I think I would. She feels bigger. She does.
Yeah, no, I read that
I
one.
would. Super cute though. She hasn't lost as much up around here, but she's big and hairy too. But yeah, I would. She's cute.
You're in your Vita, I'll be rolling down the road. No.
Does she get fresh grass to eat?
No, not at all. Actually,
Okay.
I was going to
Is
ask you. Do you know that plastic container that you got from Fresh Pot?
Yes.
Do you still have it? You,
I gave it to Justin and Chantal.
or did you? Okay, that's alright.
I'm trying to think. Pretty sure we did.
Lynn, what have you done? You fixed the leg all right? That's a skill.
I know, she can walk and run now. Try with her mum. Now that she can stand, she might feed better from her mum. Put her with her mum.
How are we going to know, but
Just try right now. Try.
you got a mama?
No. Try. Just put her in with her mum right now. Make sure you can see them both. I just want to see and watch.
I've got the sister here.
Okay. Yeah. Put her with her mum. And try with her mum. She looks good, Olivia.
She looks good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
good.
would I would go ahead with that. Yeah. The other thing that could be deceptive is when they haven't eaten grass in a while, they can puff out quite a bit down there. I don't know whether this is her or as it's changed in the last couple of hours because she's been here on the grass. So,
Yeah, true.
yeah, because she feels
And I
bigger
give
right
her
now.
the fresh grass.
Yeah, because they love it, and that's like a natural thing that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So I could be giving a misreading, but you know, if it is as is right now, then I would go ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and get it done.
It's
Gorgeous puppy.
Do you think can we wait until mid of May?
I think you could.
Yeah, like a month and a half.
Yeah, I think you could.
Okay,
Just-
so let's
if
wait
this
then.
If this is up because of like the grass here, definitely.
Because
at my work we're gonna be busy until the 15th of May, but after
Oh,
that
okay.
we
And
kind
then
of
you can.
I'm fine because if I have to work from home
6
and
weeks
stuff,
away, yeah, and that
yeah.
will give you a chance to actually book the appointment as well.
Yeah.
That would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Sounds like
fine.
there's a Z. Amazing.
There's movement still there. So yeah. No, there is, sweetie pie. Oh,
How dare you,
good
Beth?
you're here. Starting to
Toss
lose
him
the
around.
mind.
I feel like he's not really lying.
Too many cuddling.
Once he's been at your house over 5 months, he's yours. Maybe I should get the mum and try it in my hands. Tim spotted it and pushed it back in. That's why we've just shoved stuff into the cameras. The rest of it is just fine. Here, Lynn. See? Thing is, you've done the leg now. She tips. How she get back up now? It's a leg stiff.
The little one.
Cover over the end of it, the mum will go for it. And then the baby will follow. That's it. Just leave it at the baby will follow.
You see?
Okay. And do you want me to force the sun?
Because the trees. Don't
Me. They'll come back as big as Felix.
Okay, can I
It's more
take
beautiful.
Turtle?
We're getting
Take
more
Turtle?
beautiful.
They come the size back as Felix. Take Turtle.
Okay, mosquitoes are coming out and it's getting a bit
Yeah.
dark as well.
It is.
Who needs this? I'm getting mozzied alive.
I think I'm gonna go soon.
Wanna put some?
No, I'm gonna go
So
soon.
stay have some noodles? No?
No, I'm good because I didn't bring any jumper or anything, and I'm like, oh, I
I've got
better
a
go
blanket
home.
on you, a jumper, I've got blankets.
No, I better go home. I have to stay one day, but
You will.
I will.
Indeed. I'll pop you around here. Hi. Just taking you out from under the tents. Because we need to say goodbye to YouTube because it's the end of the day.
We still can see Lynn.
There's the team. Hang on, turn you around so then we can show you. Hold on. Let's go around
The
that way.
hardest worker of the day, everyone.
Going around.
Tim.
Going around. Okay, we have Suzanne. We have Beck moving. We have my husband, my gorgeous husband, Chantel, and Alina. And we're all just finishing up. So, Facebook, thank you very much. You're all gorgeous. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will be back later. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye for now.